Okay, we're moving on to the other Nidoran family, the Nidoran male-based family. We just got done with the Nidoran female family, so now we're on the Nidoran male. Uh, I had to make sure I get all the information together, so it took me a while, but here we are. And I want to apologize for something, but I'll hit that topic in a second. Nidoran male family, consisting of Nidoran male, its evolved form Nidorino, and finally Nidoking is the Generation 1 Pokemon. This status is common. It's in red, blue, gold, silver, crystal, fire red, leaf green, diamond, pearl, platinum, heart gold, soul silver. And I have Generation 5 now, where it's available in the white version. Where it's available in Pokemon White. The thing about it is, I think Nidoran female is available in Pokemon Black. Since I chose not to play the game for real until they come out in America, I had no idea that the Nidoran family was a family of Pokemon you could catch in black and white. More than likely, it won't be available until you unlock the national decks, though. I also have the note that it's more common in blue and leaf green than in fire red and red version. So if you're planning on catching a Nidoran, boy Nidoran, you'll have an easier time doing it in blue and leaf green than in fire red and red. But good luck to you. Its abilities are Poison Point of Rivalry, just like the female, as well as its Dream World ability, Brute Force. Now, in the female Nidoran review I did, female Nidoran had Hustle. That is a Dream World ability that female Nidoran and Nidorina do have. However, when they evolve into Nidoqueen gets Brute Force. That's the same with Nidoran and Nidorino. Nidoran and Nidorino both have Hustle as their Dream World abilities until they evolve into Nidoking, which has the Brute Force ability. Brute Force ability pretty much makes it so that the attack power of one of their attacks increased by 30%. However, if the attack had a secondary effect, then the effect that was positive, the effect has no effect. Like, for example, if I taught Nidoking Metal Claw, and let's just say in this scenario, Metal Claw increases your defense. It has a 30% ratio of increasing your defense. Then the ratio I've had of increasing Nidoking's defense is completely gone. But it does get stronger. It does become a much stronger attack because of the Brute Force ability. Has no signature moves and is a poison/ground type Pokemon, meaning it has great typing. As I said with my last review of Nidoran female, when it evolves into Nidoqueen, Nidoqueen was more of the defense. Nidoking is more of the offense. I say offense because its special attack is at 85, meaning it's the second highest stat it has, rivaling its second place stat with its speed, which is pretty good for a Pokemon around Nidoking size. And its physical attack power is at 92, if I'm reading that right. Yes, 92. So that means its physical attack is pretty much durably high. It can deliver some massive damage as well if you combine it with that Brute Force ability. So this thing can really lay on the damage. Give it the Poison Point of Rivalry abilities. Poison Point would make it good if it was taking a lot of physical abuse, but if it's strength you're looking for, Rivalry and Brute Force are the two abilities to go with this thing. As I said with the Nidoran female family, Nidoking I've had Nidoking on my yellow team long time ago, and I can say without a doubt that this thing is a really good Pokemon to have on your team. I mean, and you get it really early in the game, so just like with the Nidoran female family, you get this thing really pretty early in the game, right before you hit the Viridian Forest. So it's a nice little Pokemon you can carry along with you at the beginning. This thing evolves into its final evolve form really fast too. Nidoran evolves into Nidorino at around levels, I think either 13 or 16, one of them, 13 to 16, one of those, between those levels has to be when Nidoran evolves into Nidorino. Nidorino can learn Double Kick, which is very useful if you're playing Pokemon Yellow, because then you'll need a fighting type move to do some damage to Geodude Onix. So, yeah. And then once you head forward to Mount Moon, Nidorino evolves into Nidoking using a Moonstone. So if you want to get a Nidoking really fast in the game, I say that's the easiest way to do it. The same goes with the female family. If you want Nidoking really easily, then I recommend you catch a Nidoran and train it up and then get the Moonstone while you're in the Mount Moon. Moonstones are freaking easy to find in Mount Moon. So it should be no problem at all getting Nidorino or Nidorina to their final evolve forms to where they can kick some massive butt and you can get a lot of training in. Um, but some people would recommend that you keep Nidoran and Nidorino at their current state so that they can learn more moves. Because once they evolve into Nidoking, the amount of moves that they learn are a bit limited. Like I said, yeah, this thing has a very good, it has very good typing, as I said with the other Nidoran family. Being poison and ground, making it so that their only real weaknesses are psychic and ground itself. Um, Recommended moves for this thing. This thing can learn dark type attacks, like I said. It can learn Grunt, but it can learn like probably Bite or Crunch as one of the recommended moves. It can learn Thief. It can learn, I think it can learn Night Slash. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it can learn Night Slash. It, and as for the psychic type, yeah, as for the ground type Pokemon, I'm pretty sure on my Pokemon Yellow team, there was a funny situation where I did teach my Nidoking Bubble Beam, but it wasn't serious. It was just because I knew because I realized it can use it. So if you want to have something to fight off a ground type Pokemon, I'm pretty sure Nidoking and Nidoking, excuse me, have the ability to learn Surf. It's kind of weird, but yeah, they both do have that ability. To get on some major damage, I recommend you teaching Nidoking some moves that make its physical attack power higher, or at least make the opponent's defense go lower. So I recommend teaching like Nidoking Screech or something. Raising its defense wouldn't be too bad either. EV training in physical attack and defense is what I recommend. That way it can take a lot of attacks and deliver it too. It has a weakness. It has a special defense and regular defense as its two lowest stats. I say EV training and physical defense if you really wanted to get out there. All in all, this Pokemon is really good. I definitely recommend if you want to have a really strong, durable Pokemon at the beginning of the game.